Hey there, welcome to day 988 of What's You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey as I transition from the brick and mortar world to the online world. Yesterday, I popped on in the evening to just say I was not going to be here. And I only did it on a couple of my videos, the 365-day challenge, the fun challenge. I hopped in to tell people, hey, it's a free day. I popped in to say, hey, I took the day off. And my get up and go, I said, hey, people, it's a free day. Because I haven't had a day off since Christmas. I haven't actually let myself take a day off since Christmas. And I'm like, all right, it's time for a little battery recharge. My granddaughter was staying over and doing things with the family and just wanted to regroup, refresh, and relax, and cut myself some slack and realize that the world doesn't end if I don't do the things I do every single day. And so I'm sure I'll be restructuring and changing how I do it. But I, right now, had a discussion with my daughter around the fire last night, and I need the structure of what I'm currently doing. And people are like, oh my God, how can you be on video every day? Why do you do this? I do it as much for other people to share information, but as much for me because it keeps me structured, getting up and going and moving forward. So today, Get Up and Go Challenge, we're talking, of course, about the SOAP framework, which is my framework for dealing with change and challenges. Is it only my framework? No. Did I invent it? SOAP framework, yeah. I call it that, but is it the same process that I've personally been using for decades to deal with changes and challenges? Yes. But SOAP just seemed to fit during COVID because we were doing so many things that involve sanitation and cleaning up and taking better care of ourselves and better care of our world and our businesses and our environment, that SOAP seemed like the perfect acronym for a framework that we can install in our subconscious and can positively impact us for the rest of our lives. At least that's the effect it's had on me and many, many other people that I've shared it with. So today was day 12. We talked about soap and the essence soap, and we applied it to the physical area and aspect of our life. Of course, there's 7 main areas of our life. It's kind of like people talk about there's different main aspects of your business and of your life. And it's really interesting that people online think there's different aspects of your business and that are most important in your business than people offline. I find that fascinatingly entertaining and interesting. Because if you don't have all of the pieces of a business, your business is going to crumble and fall apart. You can do things the online way from a short-term perspective really, really well and make a ton of money, but it won't be long-lasting and sustainable if you don't have all of the elements of a real business included. Same with our lives. If we don't consider all 7 areas and aspects of our life, at least on some regular basis or frequency, that area will get our attention. I found that out by ignoring my physical well-being for decades. And for me to ignore my physical well-being was one of the worst things that I could personally do, because I have a history of physical challenges and things that would get my attention every few years. And it wasn't until 2010 with the sudden cardiac arrest that I finally woke up and said, oh, maybe I do need to pay attention to what I'm drinking and eating and what I'm doing for movement and exercise and supplements and energy, and that I don't have this endless supply of energy, sleeping on 2 to 4 hours a night for decades. Maybe I can't keep that up. Maybe that's not sustainable. Of course it's not sustainable. So, our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, of course, relationships and contribution, all those areas of our life, we need to give at least a little bit of attention to in creating what we want, if we want to create what we want. So took the day off yesterday. Today's SOAP, S for SOAP physical, shared my current situation and where I want to go, because that's something in my eye. That's our assignment for today. We talked about the tool, who, what, where, and why, and how, which is a journalism framework that I have used since high school to get the information I need about a current situation, or to make sure I'm including all of the facets of a future situation, what I want it to look like, so I can be intentional. Fun challenge today was just kind of like our charm bracelet one. It was creating a dog tag and just drawing out a dog tag of different charms and your name on it, or a friend's name, creating one for a friend. So it's kind of a fun challenge. It's fun to do different multisensory things for looking for fun. Sometimes we think we have to actually go out and have a fun experience, but we can create our own fun experiences in what we choose to do and say and watch and participate in. I mean, drawing a picture can be just as fun, or doing a craft can be just as fun. I guess that is doing something. Never mind. So fun challenge today. Day 278 today. We did, yeah, I did yesterday. I hopped on, but I'm not counting it because I'm not going to spread that all over that, hey, I took a day off. You don't need to advertise that. Bug off was our idiom for today. So the idiom, and I think that's 588 since I started counting. I know I've done more than that, but since I started counting to keep track of where I was, never thought I was going to do that idiom thing that long, but it's proven to be a fun personal development thing for me as well as the people that listen to it. It's what does something mean, where did it come from, and how might it be impacting our lives or our business today, usually with respect to business, because that's on my Supersize Your Business page. But it's been really challenging and fun. There are some idioms like bug off. When somebody says bug off, go away, leave me alone, how do you make that something that you can use to help grow and build your business? That's my personal daily challenge. Some people like to have a word of the week or a word of the month or a word of the day. I like to have an idiom of the day, because an idiom is a group of words that mean something different when they're put together than they do when they're taken separately. Although bug off can also be, I want that bug off me. So today, back on track, right back at it. I thought, it was bothering me all day. This is when you know you need a break. When it bothers you to not do the things you usually do every single day. And there's some things we don't want to take a break from. Like I have noticed during COVID that I've been letting my morning routine get impacted in certain ways. Now, I had to change my morning routine when COVID first hit and I started watching my granddaughter. And that made it that I blew up my morning routine and produce my content first thing in the morning. Now, I've continued to do that even once she's gone back to school. And I've tried a couple of days to experiment with changing when I do that. Like yesterday was a huge experiment. I thought, oh, I can do it anytime during the day after she goes home. But then it was, by the time she went home, it was time for my walk. And then it was time for, I need dinner and a shower and just to unwind. So even on the day off, I still hopped on and did 3 videos. So I might have a problem. We'll see. But I want to continue to create habits that move me toward what I want, but also not make them something that I absolutely positively have to do. Because I was that way with my offline work. It was like total workaholic, 100%, not taking care of myself, which led to the sudden cardiac arrest. I want to make sure that I'm definitely not doing that in the online world. And I would say I'm not. I don't work that hard or that many hours, but I want to make sure that I'm structuring my life in ways that serve me. So that's it. That's what I am working on. Again, just took a day off, getting right back on track. And if I can help you anyway, hit me up in the questions or the comments below, or direct message me and ask. Again, I might not know the answer, but yikes. Been around a long time, done a lot of stuff, over a quarter century in corporate America in quality and sanitation, which is really applicable right now with what's going on in the world and in our businesses and in our lives, and how we need to just and we don't need to transform. We just need to tweak and change a lot of the things that we've been doing already and open our minds and be creative to what else is possible, because everything we're facing has solutions. Everything we're facing always has solutions. All right, have an awesome day. I will be with you tomorrow.